Senator Tommy Tuberville facing growing pressure from both sides of the aisle to end his 9-month blockade of senior military promotions. ABC's Rachel Scott reports lawmakers are now looking for ways to get around the blockade.
Republican senators are sounding off against one of their own, Senator Tommy Tuberville of Alabama.
If we normalize this and every senator follows the lead of Senator Tuberville, you'll ruin the military.
We need to get these people confirmed.
We're prepared to act if we have to.
For months, Tuberville has blocked hundreds of military promotions in protest of an unrelated matter, the Pentagon policy that provides time off and support to service members traveling for abortions. Now, a growing number of Senate Republicans say they've had enough.
America needs to have our best players, most combat-capable leaders on the field. And right now, that's not happening.
Senators trying to bring 61 of those nominations to the floor.
The senator from Alabama.
Object.
Tuberville objected every single time.
Object.
And he's only digging in.
Republicans are saying that your hold on the military nominations is sending the wrong signal, that it's weakening the military. What is your response to that?
They're wrong. We've been doing this 9 months. All of a sudden, it's an emergency. We tend to drag our feet around here a little bit, so I don't agree with it.
Do you see your position changing at all?
No.
The Pentagon officials say Tuberville's hold has already created issues, leaving critical positions unfilled and military families in limbo. Over the weekend, the head of the Marines faced a medical emergency, but his second in command has been blocked by Tuberville, leaving the military branch without a confirmed leader.
It's beyond ridiculous that this one senator is having this kind of an impact on our operational readiness.
Any single senator has the power to block a nomination by refusing to let it come to the floor for a full vote. But that rarely happens with military nominations. These are typically approved in large batches. Tuberville will not let that happen, forcing the Senate to scramble to figure out a way around him. Rachel Scott, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
And President Biden traveling to Maine today to mourn with the community of Lewiston after 18 people were killed and 13 wounded in the deadliest mass shooting in state history. The president and First Lady Jill Biden will pay their respects to the victims as well as meet with first responders and others. The alleged gunman, Robert Card, was found dead of an apparent suicide after a days-long manhunt that led officials to cancel school and order residents to stay indoors. Investigators have yet to establish a motive, but have increasingly focused on Card's history of mental health issues and the missed warning signs.
The U.S. government is putting its money where its mouth is when it comes to improving school safety. The Justice Department announced Thursday that more than $334 million in grants will go to communities across the United States to help improve security, including at schools. The money will help law enforcement agencies hire more than 1,700 new officers. It will also provide critical funding to support crisis intervention teams, de-escalation training, and to continue to advance community policing nationwide.
Outside with live cam, 70 degrees outside now.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous up there in Arlington. You are looking at the parade for the World Series champion Texas Rangers today. Remember, they just got through beating Arizona Diamondbacks in the World Series?
And fans lining the streets,
look at that. Man,
celebrating.
Probably hundreds of thousands of people up there celebrating with the Rangers. It's their first World Series they've won. They've been there 3 times, finally won one.
They arrived on Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's a big day.
I didn't know that they had like one of the worst records in the league just, 2 years ago?
Lost like 100 games.
What a turnaround.
Yeah.
Incredible. Congratulations to those guys. Beautiful weather up there in Dallas. Beautiful weather here. So nice we can just look at the clouds and enjoy the clouds. So I want to show you a picture on KSAT Connect. Cool looking clouds. You know, I was looking at that one. It kind of looks like, the lamp that the genie comes out of. That's what I'm seeing anyways. Everyone has their own interpretation of the clouds. Eh? See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we can get a genie and 3 good wishes.
Now we all get one wish, okay?
Yeah.
You only get one?
Well, each of us.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
David's like, I want all the wishes.
All of them for myself. I'm hoping maybe for a little bit of rain. That would be my wish. It is in the forecast, but we got to wait about a week to get there. We look at temperatures across the country. It's honestly pretty nice. There's nothing that's terribly cold. You see Bismarck's down to freezing, but it's the one spot. 48 Cut Bank, 70 in LA, very sunny and nice there. Miami, 83, the warm spot today, as it often is. Nice and humid there in Miami. Here across Texas, we've got 68 right now, not as humid here. 71 Houston, 77 in Corpus Christi. And our forecast today, 74 this afternoon, pretty darn nice. It'll be good for football tonight. We'll keep those partly cloudy skies going into the overnight hours, and a little bit of fog potentially to start our Saturday. More on the extended forecast and those rain chances coming up in just a bit.
Prescriptions for weight loss and diabetes drugs are rising across the U.S., and it is causing a huge boost in sales for two pharmaceutical companies. The company behind Ozempic and Wegovy reported a 29% increase in sales to $8.4 billion for the third quarter. The maker behind the diabetes drug, Mounjaro, reported a 37% increase to $9.5 billion during the same time period. Ozempic and Mounjaro are prescription medications intended for adults with diabetes, although they are often prescribed for weight loss.
The Food and Drug Administration proposing to ban the use of brominated vegetable oil. It's an additive that is found in some sodas. The FDA says that it has come to the conclusion that brominated vegetable oil, or BVO, is no longer considered safe after animal studies showed that it was toxic to the thyroid gland. BVO is used mostly in citrus-flavored beverages. California banned BVO last month, becoming the first state in the U.S. to do it. The ingredient is also banned in Europe and Japan. The FDA will be taking public comments on the proposed ban through January 17th.
KSAT and our community partners want to remind you to get your flu shot. And you have a chance to get a free vaccine this weekend, courtesy of Bexar County and University Health. The drive-through flu shot clinic is taking place tomorrow from 8 a.m. to noon. If you want to register, just head to ksatcommunity.com.
You are looking at a pretty stunning fireworks show, but unfortunately it wasn't planned. My drivers were able to get an up-close view of it.
And lots of people will be packing their bags over the next few months. Why experts say it will be a blockbuster holiday travel season. Welcome back. Mortgage rates have snapped a 7-week streak of increases. Data from Freddie Mac shows the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 7.76% in the week ending November 2nd. That's down from 7.79% the week before. A year ago, the average rate was just under 7%. This data comes just a day after the Federal Reserve said it would leave its benchmark lending rate where it is, but hasn't ruled out a hike before the year ends.
More stores announcing price cuts on Thanksgiving staples. Target is going to sell a full feast for just $25. The meal serves 4. It includes a 10-pound turkey, potatoes, green beans, cranberry sauce, stuffing mix, and gravy. Customers can find the deal on Target's website. Walmart also offering a lower price on holiday staples. The retailer has 2 different kinds of meals, one that you cook from scratch and a ready-to-bake option. They're cheaper than last year. Seasonal items and kitchen staples included in the price reduction.
Now I'm excited for Thanksgiving.
There you go.
After reading all those food items. Now the holiday travel season is always busy, but this year could break records.
More Americans are expected to fly between Thanksgiving and the start of the new year than in years past.
ABC's Gio Benitez with a look at what you can expect if you have travel plans over the next few months.
We are just weeks away from what could be the busiest holiday travel season ever. Experts predicting nearly half of Americans will travel between Thanksgiving and mid-January. American Airlines expecting to fly 500,000 more passengers than last year, adding more flights for the winter. United Airlines also preparing for its busiest holiday travel season.
We've added about 500,000 seats to help ensure that we're ready. We're going to have about 3,900 flights every day. That averages out to about 3 flights a minute.
The travel app Hopper recommending anyone who plans to travel for the holidays to book now.
If you haven't booked your flights for either Thanksgiving or Christmas, prices will rise from here until the holidays on average, meaning there will be fewer deals available, especially as flights sell out.
And the best ways to save money on flights?
Flying on cheaper days of the week around the holidays can save you hundreds. If you depart on the Monday before Thanksgiving, and you skip that Sunday return and you come back Monday after the holiday, you can save upwards of 40%, over $200 on your airfare.
And there's good news for travelers. Flight cancellations are at their lowest in years, just 1.7% in the first 8 months of the year. So the best advice I can give you right now is to download the Airlines app right onto your phone, because you can make the changes yourself. You don't have to wait for a customer service agent. By the way, there's something really cool happening with Jetstream right now. It's so powerful that planes traveling eastbound to Europe and Asia, they're actually going about 200 miles per hour faster. So they're getting to their destinations faster. We've been tracking some flights here from New York to London. They've been landing about an hour ahead of schedule. So it makes a big difference. Very cool there. Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
Do you have to pay less?
You should.
Reduce your ticket
for that.
If you're there an hour early, 200 miles an hour faster, not using as much fuel, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That Jetstream is screaming across the Atlantic right now. Yeah. Two big, giant systems moving into Europe. It's causing a lot of weather there, but if you can get in on that Jetstream, get there a little bit faster. Right. Not a bad deal. 68 degrees. So far today, 51 was the low this morning. We'll actually be pretty close to average today. So today is kind of our transition day as we work our way back up to some warmer temperatures. Records are 87 and 26, so it shows you we can't see extremes this time of year. Not today. It's a good day and a good weekend too. Another look at that forecast coming up.
A reminder that it is No Shave November. Several people here at KSAT are taking part in the effort. Last year, the men of KSAT raised more than $30,000 to benefit cancer research, treatment, and prevention.
And this year, we are hoping to raise money for 12 different cancer foundations, and you can help. All you got to do is scan the QR code there to donate and learn more about the cause. And when you donate to David Sears.
Yes.
How about that? There's my push.
I like that. Okay. Justin's like, wait, hold on one second.
This is already starting to, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, we get a lot of mixed reviews about whether or not people like the beards or not. You know, there's differing opinions. But the good news is that people are talking about it, and that's the whole idea. Because if we get you talking about it, then we can tell you about why we're doing it, which is for a really good cause, raising money for cancer research. And we hope that if you'd like to donate, you'll do that, and you can donate to me.
David Sears.
Whichever you prefer, or to the team, Let's take a look at the forecast for today. Really nice, 74 degrees. That's our high temperature today. So as you plan out your evening, know that temperatures will be in the 70s and dip into the 60s. You won't really need a jacket. We'll see partly cloudy skies, and southerly winds will be generally pretty light, 5 to 10 miles per hour. For any plans you have tonight, looks pretty good. Temperatures will eventually dip down into the 50s by tomorrow morning. As temperatures come down into the 50s, dew points are coming up into the 50s, and that's where you start to worry about fog. So when your temperature and your dew point get close together, you can often see fog. And if we see light winds tomorrow morning and we lose some of the high clouds, I think that we'll have potential for some fog. So this is one of our computer models, does show some fog developing around 7 o'clock. I don't think it would last very long if we see it, but we do need to alert you of it if you're going to be out and about early tomorrow morning. Some fog will be around. Low temperatures also affected by that humidity that we just showed you. With humidity levels coming up, you'll see our overnight lows coming up. So remember when we had lows in the 30s and 40s? Those are gone. Now we're starting to see lows in the 60s. And by Wednesday, we're talking 65. So it'll be far more mild at night. You won't need the heater any longer. And that is above average. Our average this time of year is somewhere in the mid 50s. So a lot of back and forth here. Very quickly, the reservoir levels. Yesterday we showed you the drought monitor. The drought is still there. Did improve a little bit with some recent rains, but the reservoir levels have not responded. Amistad down 30%, 4% at Medina. That hasn't really changed, but as you know, as we look at that, there's not a lot for it to lose. Canyons at 63%. That is still going down, still a record low. And Choke Canyon's at 26%. So yes, rain is still very much needed. Now, I did see some pictures of Lake Travis actually coming up some. They got a little more rain in Austin, but we need a lot more to help fill these reservoirs up. 68 right now, south-southeasterly winds at about 10 miles per hour, partly cloudy out there. And you can see the cloud deck that's kind of over us right now. It does clear out as you get out into the hill country and out west, but we'll continue to see this partly cloudy skies. Despite that, temperatures have made it into the 70s. Pleasanton, Kennedy, 75 in Cotulla, 70 right now in New Braunfels, still in the 60s in places like Comfort, Bernie Stage, and Kerrville. Our forecast, well, we're watching a little area of low pressure out here west of Mexico. It kind of dances around a little bit, kind of falls apart. But it does send some energy in our direction, throw some clouds, especially as we get into Sunday and Monday. But then some of that energy tries to work up into Texas by late next week. We combine it with a front, some good Gulf moisture. We have all the ingredients here to get some rain. It's not a guarantee just yet because the timing's all going to work out. It's still a ways away. But I think that by the time we get into Thursday or Friday of next week, we'll probably be looking at some rain chances. Right now, just a 20% chance on Thursday. Otherwise, warm this weekend, back into the 80s. Next week, 82 Monday, mid-80s on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Ooh, drivers in Canada, an unexpected show, but very spectacular after a truck rear-ended a trailer. Ooh.
And the contents lit up the sky with fireworks. CNN's Jeannie Mose with how witnesses described the display.
You expect to see fireworks on a national holiday, but not just driving down a dark highway.
Probably the most spectacular fireworks show we'll ever see in our lives. It was quite a sight to behold.
Ryan Kewen was driving with his wife on the Trans-Canada Highway near a town called Hope in British Columbia. Police say a tractor-trailer rear-ended a pickup parked at the side of the road with a trailer full of fireworks in tow. Traffic was stopped.
And how long did the show last?
It was about an hour. The first half an hour was nonstop fireworks. So imagine the crescendo of the best fireworks show you've ever seen. It was just nonstop for 30 minutes.
Some dared to get out of their cars, still wary of flying debris. The driver of the pickup hit by the truck had minor injuries, wrote one commenter. Dude, that's better than Disney's fireworks. Others compared it to Naked Gun.
Nothing to see here, please.
There was plenty for motorists here to see. One passenger, a 3-month-old puppy named Maggie, remained calm.
Just out there and ate her bone, and it didn't bother her at all.
What seemed like a fender bender ended up being a mind bender. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
It's a Halloween whodunit murder mystery, and it all starts at an SA Live party at the St. Anthony Hotel. Someone close to SA Live is going to bite the dust, and it's going to be up to private investigator Mike Osterhage to solve the crime. Apparently, his skill set knows no bounds.
Of all the private investigators' offices in all the variety shows in all the world, she walked into mine. I'm on the case, but I'm going to need help finding this fated foe. I have a feeling they're at the bottom of the barrel, and I'm scraping it. Whichever way I turn, fate sticks out a foot to trip me.
He's just like other detectives, only more so, with a little bit extra. Put on your thinking cap, Mike. You're going to have to gum-chew this grim gag.
Sister, I've known some pretty hard cases in my time, but you make them all look like putty. This crime's gonna be tougher to puzzle than a Rubik's Cube, and with more pointy corners, too.
All the twists and turns, all the guest appearances, all the great food and Halloween safety tips, all the candy and all the mystery. When SA Live continues, I have to go and get ready, Mike. It's going to be a scream!
Well, light up a room and leave, why don't you? Better put on my thinking cap and grab some candy to enjoy the show. Solve this crime when SA Live continues.